Hello, good day. Today I'll be showing you how to model tire and rims in Blender. So here I'm using Blender 3.0. This is a buggy model that I've been creating. So first, I wanna just close this, hide these stuffs. Okay. So first of all, we move the 3D cursor here to the center, and then Shift A. I'll be creating a torus to replicate the tire, and I'm gonna rotate it on the y-axis 90 degree. There it goes. I'm gonna move it along the x-axis. We can use a G for grab, and then I'm gonna like eye it on the center of the. There you go. I'm gonna scale it down. I gotta go to the edit mode, and then go select, and then move to the edit mode. I'm gonna select all, scale it on the x-axis to make it wider. There it goes. Now for the inside, I'm gonna shift to the move selection. I'm gonna like loop select using Shift Alt, this section and this section, right? Actually, these two section, right? Yep. I'm gonna scale it up like that, and then scale to the x-axis. Now it become a tire profile like that. Now I'm gonna move to line select tool, and then Shift Alt select loop, and I'm gonna rotate it along the x-axis. I'm gonna select these two part, face select 3, Shift Alt these two segment. I'm gonna insert it like that. If you're individual, then press I, close it down like that. I'm gonna move to 2, and then select loop this part and this part right here, and then gonna rotate along the x-axis, something like that. Yep. Now I'm gonna move to face selection and gonna select all these surfaces right here. I'm gonna insert it individual. I'm gonna press I 2 times. I'm gonna click. Now I'm gonna scale it up like that. Bam. I'm gonna register it under new material, so you go down here on the bottom right, plus assign, and new material. I'm gonna go with black on this one. Maybe a bit of a roughness to replicate the surface of a tire. And there we go, we have a tire, and maybe the profile is too thin, yeah, so we're gonna make it thicker. The way to do it is to do a selection on this part, 1, 2. I'm using Shift Alt, and I'm gonna scale it down like that. I'm gonna scale according to x-axis. I'm gonna like play with the profile right here using a Shift Alt like that. I'm gonna insert it and double press the I, and then I'm gonna extrude it using E, something like that. Yep. Now we got a tire, and then I'm gonna replicate it to the other side what I'm gonna do is move back to the object mode, and then I'm gonna click option origin. So I'm gonna shift the origin to the middle like that. We're gonna eyeball it on the y-axis right there. Now we're gonna apply the mirror modifier. So here, add modifier, mirror. I'm gonna mirror it on the z-axis. There we go. We have 2 tires on each side. Now what's missing is the rims. So to make the rims, what we can do about it is to make a selection of these 3 inside part. We move to edit mode. I'm gonna select all these 4 surfaces right here. I'm gonna shift D for duplicate along the x-axis, and I'm gonna move it to the side. Now we can develop the rims. First I'm gonna separate this selection. As you can see, it become a new field now. So we back to the object mode and specifically select this one, and we can name this rims, and this one maybe tire. So as for the rims, what we're gonna do is we move to edit mode, and I like to set it on a different color. So select all, and then material, gonna add new material. Maybe I use the one I used before, something yellow, and assign. Next, what I'm gonna do is gonna loop cut right there, one. I'm gonna select both of the loop, back to the move selection, and select both of them and scale along the x-axis like that. Maybe make another cut right here, and then select both of them, scale x-axis, and then I'm gonna select this one as well, shift alt, and then scale down, and scale along the x-axis like that. Nice. We got quite a thick profile for the rims, and then we gotta make it to the center somehow. So what I could do is I could face selection 3, shift alt, and select all this. Then I can maybe shift D and then click right. Sorry. Yep. Do we duplicate it? Not yet. Shift D. There we go. And click right. So we have a separate object like that. Something similar. And we can scale it down. Scale S like that in the middle. And press E for extrude. After we extrude, we can scale it up so it becomes a volume like that. Now we can do selection like this. 1, 2, 3. Maybe skip 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just basically create some shapes. I don't know if it's gonna make the math, but we can try. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So it happened to have a perfect spacing. What we can do is we can press E, extrude, and then right click, I guess, and then scale down. So we got the extrusion and make it like that. Now we can scale it along the x-axis, make it smaller. I'll make it wider and then move back a bit. Yeah. Then maybe we can move back a bit like that. Yep. So we just select this, Shift Alt circular, and then grab X, make it thicker. Now for this part, we can do like some loop cuts again, like that. Then back to selection, we can select this part using 3, like that, and then make it bigger, scale up until it corresponds like that. Make it and then send it back. Grab X. Yep, I think that's the shape we want. Now we can just like put this whole thing back on the edit mode, don't forget it, because I think what happened if we move on the object mode, it was like moving the whole thing. Oh, moving the axis, sorry, the origin. We don't want that. So undo. Yep. You're gonna move like the whole both thing. So we press undo. Keep it center. We're gonna move to the edit mode and put this thing back in. So grab X-axis and put it back like that. I need to calibrate it a bit. There we go. Yeah, we can just make this part slightly wider. What we can do is select this part right here and make it wider like that until it pops up to the other side. Bam. There we go. We have a tire and rims. We can vary the color perhaps, and then if you put on in render mode, I think it will stand out. I think this even has a emitting feature on it. So that's the way to go about it. Thank you for watching.